Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. And every time I watch something with Joe Biden, I seriously have a hard time contemplating how we have allowed a cartoon level situation of a man who is clearly in charge of nothing, a man who cannot remember the most basic and important of things and issues of the day, and can barely speak on top of it. And we're all supposed to say, sure, that's normal, that's okay, and pretend that this man runs anything. You know, earlier today, I took my sister, her soon-to-be husband, and my mother out to dinner with their newborn baby. Not newborn, but 6-month-old. And boy, is he cute. He is freaking adorable, man. And that's what it's all about. Spent a lot of time with family today. And while we were talking, I discussed the fact that, Joe Biden wasn't a great guy when he was Joey B. He was on my radar well before he was even the vice president of the United States, because clearly the man had aspirations of greater power. And right now, Creepy Joe is trending on Twitter. We're going to show you the video of Creepy Joe, and basically it's him just whispering. I'll say this. I've been whispering a lot lately because I yell a lot as well, and it's kind of a back and forth tone. I mean, he does look like a creepy old zombie as he does it, but the video I'm going to show you is so much more important. First of all, I want to acknowledge what just happened in Miami last night is shocking. It's disturbing. It's distressful. It's tragic. It's almost surreal to watch. And I got to admit, I had, again, spent the day with family, stayed away from the computers. And when I saw it, I was just in awe as you just watch what you can only assume is hundreds of people losing their lives. Very disturbing stuff. And that's why it makes it even more poignant that Kamala Harris has to remind him, and you can see she's visually distressed that she doesn't have to remind the zombie, right? Because obviously this is a tragedy that should have, out of everything, remembered to address. And then he can't talk. Let me repeat that. He cannot speak. He cannot put together a coherent sentence. And once again, we're being gaslit as if this guy is the quote-unquote leader of the free world. Yeah, right. All right, before I go on any further and we get into this one, I want everybody to thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share. Join the Burmis Brigade, man. We are 62,000 plus strong over at YouTube, despite all the censorship, despite the fact that they want to deem me harmful content, which, quite frankly, I think is liable, YouTube. To say that I am harmful, that means I am hurting somebody. Okay, despite the fact that you try to go around it and say that just by discussing controversial issues, that's harmful. No, controversial issues are what this country was founded on. The free discourse of ideas regarding all issues. I get it. You don't like free speech. You don't like even the slightest bit of a free society. But I can assure you, people like me, we're going kicking and screaming. Okay? So let's cut it out. But again, we want to reach the people with the cat videos. We have been growing the audience despite the fact that they're saying they're getting rid of spam accounts. So thank you guys for sharing this channel. Remember to rockfin, rock mother truckin' fin. I want to thank everybody. We did hit over 20,000 followers. That's right, 20,000 followers on a platform that encourages free speech instead of tries to enslave the minds of hundreds of millions by censoring it. So rockfin.com, go make the free account. And actually, if you watch the uncensored late night crazy days AMA, I would suggest you watch it over there, because we played a clip that we clearly cannot play on this channel or really even discuss at length. So you get all the uncensored videos over there. If you go premium, you get all the premium stuff, which is mostly throwbacks, but you get premium from everybody. It's $9.99 a month. It helps support me. The other links are down below to help support me. And I do want to remind everybody, I'm a documentary filmmaker. Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture are free right here, right now in the playlist section. All right, let's get to it. If you have not seen this yet, it is extremely hard to watch, but we're going to do it. We're going to show you what has happened here. And again, when you watch this, it's just, wow. Oh, sorry, this is the other footage. When you see how big this building was and how quickly it literally disintegrated into the ground right here. That's tough to watch. You know, and then, you know, another large portion of it just folds right in on itself. I mean, that is tragic. I mean, think about how quick that happened. My God. And anybody responsible for that, anybody who, you know, didn't have this thing up to snuff, apparently, you know, it says right here, and I want to see, you know, more as to why the structure of that building just crumbled in that manner, but it hadn't been certified since 1981. It's 40 years ago. That is 40 years ago. And to think that this man, and again, this is what's trending. It says Creepy Joe just took on a new meaning. No, what's nuts is what we're about to show you. I'm going to show you this because, hey, this is what's trending. This is what's hip. This is what's with it. And this isn't great, but give me a break.
I got them $1.9 trillion relief so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential. I wrote the bill on the environment. Pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now. What's happening?
So again, like, that's what's trending. Listen, that's not even close to as creepy as Joe can be. I'll say it again. You know, way back in the day, when this guy was up there cracking jokes about, you know, how he liked Kucinich's wife because she was attractive, you know, I thought that this guy was the type of gangster you could have a drink with. You could have some fun with. But then you see the degeneration of him, but not only his son. And then you see, as he's the vice president on camera in the halls of government, manhandling children. Wow. Wow. And now, I mean, that's the creepiness. And now they focus on that. You know, that's what's trending on Twitter. Watch this. This is unbelievable. Again, he's about to leave. You can see Kamala Harris can't believe that he's about to forget it. He's about to forget everything and that he can't speak, guys. This is the guy they're telling you is running the country.
I've got to get a helicopter.
One more, Mr. President. Will you travel to Florida, sir? Can we ask you about Florida?
Look at her face. Like what? Like they're literally screaming at him going, can you comment about Florida? Can you comment about Florida, sir? Look at her. Like, dude, what is going on? Come on, Joe. Come on. We shot you up with all sorts of amphetamines, man. I told you to write this one down. You got to talk about this one.
Oh, yes, I apologize. Yes, thank you, my president.
Thank you, Vice President. I mean, all right, here we go. Now, this is off-the-cuff Joe about the Miami incident. He cannot speak.
I've spoken with, coincidentally, the mayor of Miami-Dade was in my office yesterday. And I talked to her today, not about that, obviously. And so I had a long discussion with her today. Mm-hmm. I've also spoken with, we've been in contact with the Congresswoman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who has that district. Mm-hmm. We've gotten in touch with FEMA. They're ready to go. Mm-hmm. The governor is going to have to, we can't, they're down inspecting what they think is needed. Mm-hmm. But I'm waiting for the governor to ask for declare an emergency. And especially as we learn more about what the rest might happen in the rest of the building. Oh. So we are on top of it. We are ready to move from the federal resources immediately.
First of all, this happened at 1:30 in the morning. I can't imagine that all resources shouldn't have been put in there immediately. He babbled through that, and painfully, we're about halfway, okay? Painfully.
Immediately. If in fact we're asked for it, we can't go in and do it now, but the FEMA is down there taking a look at what's needed, and including from everything from if the rest of those buildings have to be evacuated as well, finding housing for those people, making sure they have the capacity to both have a place to shelter and food to eat, etc. So that's underway now, and my chief of staff has been deeply involved in this from the very beginning. We got the cabinet involved in it now in terms of dealing with FEMA. We're working on it, and I made it clear. I say to the people of Florida, whatever help you want that the federal government can provide, we're waiting. Just ask us, we'll be there.
We're waiting, just ask us, we'll be there.
We'll be there. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Wow. 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 My God. My God. So, guys, I'm going to keep this a short one. You saw it. I saw it. To think that this guy is in charge of anything, I think it's a bad joke. Again, the links are down below. Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, and New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture are all extremely, extremely important films. Please check them out. I do want to thank Vanessa Robles for the very generous tip while we did this broadcast. Remember to make that free Rockfin account. Go check out the uncensored videos there. And remember, if you do become a premium subscriber, you support me. You get all the content for $9.99 a month. And you also support a platform, again, that is encouraging free speech, empowering humanity with different voices instead of trying to enslave our minds via YouTube, Google, Alphabet, NASA, the NSA, and the military-industrial complex. I love you, and I'll see you on the flip side.